Thursday. What's going on, Warriors of Facebook? Happy freaking Thursday. Coming at you guys live from Fort Myers. Super stoked for today's episode. Guys, we're going to be talking about motivation and how motivation obviously comes and goes. You guys have heard this all before. But when motivation dies, what do we do? What do we do to stay on our journey? Steven, what's going on, my man? What do we do when let me paste this. What do we do when motivation dies? Like how do we stay consistent? How do we keep our momentum? How do we not lose our results in the gym? How do we stay on track and not lose our progress? And that's what I'm going to talk about today. And guys, it comes down to having discipline. That's what having a hoodie on, right? I don't know, dude. My girlfriend keeps it super cool in the apartment, and I love the feel of a hoodie, brother. I don't know. When I'm in a hoodie, I'm like, I'm ready to battle. I'm ready to go. I don't know. It's a thing, I guess. But yes, discipline. Happy Thursday, bro. Absolutely. But guys, discipline is what most of you are lacking. This is what I've been lacking. This is what I've lacked in the past. And I'm constantly striving to be a more disciplined coach, to be a more disciplined leader, to be a more disciplined boyfriend, to be a more disciplined individual. Like, that's what it's all about. So when that motivation dies and fizzles out, what happens? How do you stay on track? So tag some people in the comments, tag some brothers in the comments. I'm going to get right to it today. So I'm going to give you guys like 30 seconds to tag some people. I'm going to send this live. To some people to tune in. I'm not going to send it to Steven. I'm going to send it to the other Steven. Let's send this to some people. Bam, bam, bam. We're going live. It's going to be a good one. Okay, awesome. Make sure I'm not sending it to anyone I don't want to. Okay. Okie dokie. We're getting ready. All right, guys, we're going live in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode on the Relentless Life Podcast. It's your boy, Coach Chance. And guys, I'm super fired up for today's episode. Guys, today we're going to be talking about how motivation is crap. Motivation is bullshit because eventually motivation will fizzle out. Motivation will die. And something needs to take its place. And that something is discipline. And discipline, guys, is something that no one is born with discipline. You're not just born into this world as an 8-pound baby and you're disciplined as fuck and you drink your bottle and you listen to everything your parents say. Like, discipline is a character trait that is formed over repetition, over consistency, over a drive, over having a will and a why. And when you have discipline, you're able to get to your goals. You're able to not procrastinate and actually put things that matter on your priority list first. So let's talk a little bit about motivation first, and then let's get into why discipline has to replace motivation eventually. So let's define motivation. Let's talk about motivation for a second. Anyone in the comments, anyone on Facebook, on Instagram, you guys are welcome to chime in the comments with me. But like, what is motivation? To me, motivation is a temporary feeling of encouragement. That's the best way that I would sum up the word motivation. It's a temporary feeling. It's a feeling, that's all it is, of encouragement. You're feeling inspired. You're feeling like getting some work done. You're feeling like cleaning the house. You're feeling like going to the gym and starting your fitness journey. But that feelings are temporary. When you get angry, it's temporary. You get cut off in traffic. It's a temporary feeling. You fall in love. I'm not saying that falling in love is temporary, but that initial butterfly, like that beginning stage, like that's temporary. Right? Unless you find someone really special like I did, then that lasts. So I have to say that because I know my girlfriend's going to watch this podcast. But it's true that these feelings, guys, feelings in life are temporary. Outside of super strong like feelings like such as love, sometimes like you can be extremely hateful to somebody that lasts kind of a long time. Certain things, I would say that those are more like, that's more of like something that's like ingrained deeply in your brain. But like feelings that come and go, I would classify motivation as one of those, as an anger thing, as a being upset, being extremely happy, like you're on a high. You're like, let's think about a roller coaster. Think about going on a roller coaster and you have all this adrenaline, like, woo! You're going down the roller coaster, feeling good for like a couple minutes, and then it's over. Same thing with motivation, right? Motivation comes and it goes. And if you are somebody that wants to be successful with something, whether that's with a business that you're starting, or with a fitness journey, you want to lose 15 pounds, you want to gain 15 pounds, you want to lose 5% body fat, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever your goals are, motivation is not going to get you to that end result. It's not going to get you there. It might start you out, and it might come knocking halfway through and say, hey, you're motivated again. But what happens when that motivation fizzles out? So now let's get into discipline, because discipline is what's needed to step in and to take control and to take over. Okay, discipline is something that you're not born with. Like I said, you're not born into this world and you automatically are a disciplined little baby that listens to every single thing your parents say. Being disciplined comes from consistent, habitual patterns, consistent rituals. Okay, so take, for example, a morning routine. I practice a morning routine every single day. Okay, this consists of meditation. This consists of movement. This consists of a cold shower. Some mornings I like to read. Listening to motivation has been something that I've been implementing more into my morning routine. And over time of being disciplined with these things, they became habitual. They became something I don't even have to think about. And that discipline of doing that morning routine keeps me motivated towards growing my online fitness business, towards when I was working out, getting my results in the gym, towards preparing my meals rather than going out to Chipotle every night or ordering out Chinese food, right? So like having that discipline is what's needed to keep you on track to your goals. And it comes down to this. We talk about this all the time, right, Stephen? We talk about this all the time in the Relentless Life program, the Relentless Life Academy. Mindset, without a strong mindset and a winner's always showing up, never miss mentality, without that, guys, everything else is going to fail. Your whole body's going to fail. Like your goals you're not going to achieve your goals. You're not going to be the person that you were really destined to be without a strong mindset, without a disciplined mindset. So how do you get, you're like probably wondering, like, how do I get a disciplined mindset? To get a disciplined mindset, like I said, it comes down to consistency. First, it comes down to having your why, that small circle. In this circle here is your why. And then outside of that is your what and your how. So you have why you're doing what you're doing. What are you going to do? And then how are you going to go about doing it, right? So, Stephen, you have a goal to gain another 15 pounds in the program, in the academy. Let's use you as an example because you're here listening on live, and we're going to use you as an example here. Manifesting and believing and being consistent, absolutely. So, Stephen, you know why you want to do what you do. We talked about your struggles. We talked about the guy you were before the Relentless Life Academy and the guy you are now 16 weeks later and the guy now that you want to be in another 16 weeks. You have learned certain habits in this program. You've learned certain things to get you the results that you've got, okay? The reason why I progress you in the workouts is because if you were to continue to do the same workouts, you would continue to be the same. You would continue to be 180-pound Stephen, okay? The reason why I progress you in your meals and don't keep you at 2,500 calories and I bump you to 3,000, soon we're going to get you to 3,500, and we continue to progress as the load progresses in the gym is because when you stay the same, when you do the same things, you get the same results, okay? But that discipline, Stephen, having that mentality and that mindset of remembering your why and saying, every day I'm going to wake up at the same time, I'm going to consistently do the same fucking thing, make the changes necessary to turn the wheel to guide me in what direction I want to go. You know, you don't want to turn left when you're supposed to be going straight. You don't want to turn around and go the opposite direction when you're supposed to be going straight. So it's about navigating your journey. It's about being the captain, navigating your journey and staying disciplined, staying rooted, staying grounded. How do we do this? We eliminate toxic people. We eliminate people that have toxic and negative energy. Okay, these things are going to be distracting us. These things are going to be a form of distraction. These things, as I said before, are not going to keep us in alignment with our goals. So having that discipline, when you have that discipline and that motivation dies, if you're disciplined, you will not be thrown off track because you're disciplined. But if you're not disciplined and you're all motivated in the beginning, it's January 1st, ooh, let's lose 15 pounds. Let's go on this fitness journey. Let's gain 20 pounds of muscle. I'm fucking committed for the next 6 months, right? You're motivated for the first 3 weeks. You're like, yeah, let's go. You're hitting the gym every day. And then something happens. Some shit happens in your life, right? Your kid gets sick or you lose your job or something happens, right? Something serious happens in your life. And now you're like, I don't know what to do, right? I have to now focus my attention and my energy here. I still have my goal here to gain 15 pounds or to lose 5% body fat or whatever your goal is. But now I don't feel motivated. So I'm just going to stay over here and I'm going to forget about this, right? Because my motivation was what was keeping me here. But without discipline, that goes away. Okay, and that's why so many of you restart on the first of the year. And we're gonna do a whole podcast episode about this closer to the new year. I know we're still 4 months out from that. We got to get through Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas first before we talk about New Year's. But that's just a good example. Okay, that's just a good example to refer to why so many of you are not disciplined. Is you're motivated. You get motivated every couple of months, every 6 months, you get a spurt of motivation. And that's why you're like, I'm going to lose this dad bod weight. I'm going to commit to put it on 15 pounds. I've been skinny my whole life. I'm committed, Chance, let's go. And then in 3 weeks, you lose the motivation. And then you're asking for my help because you realized that you didn't have the discipline. And the discipline comes down to this, okay? So guys, if you're not disciplined, motivation is not going to get you anywhere. Motivation will eventually die, will eventually fizzle out. So make sure you guys stay disciplined. Make sure you guys are doing things actively every single day to stay disciplined, okay? Practicing habits. I literally, guys, the way I work on my discipline is when I don't want to do something. This is the most important part of the podcast, so listen up. When I don't want to do something and I hear myself, like, I have these voices, and I'm not crazy, I promise, only in the gym. I have these voices in my head, right? Like the devil and the angel, or the devil and God, right? And when I'm uncomfortable, say like when I'm in the gym, or let's just say when you're in bed in the morning, because everybody experiences this. When your alarm goes off at 5 o'clock in the morning, when your alarm goes off at 6, at 4, at 7, whenever you guys get up, and it goes off, and you're tired, and you only had 6 hours of sleep, and you want to get 7 hours of sleep, and it goes off. Those that are disciplined get up the first time that the alarm goes off, the first or second time. Those that are not disciplined, they sleep in another 30 minutes. And when you sleep in another 30 minutes, what that allows your mind to do and to think is to say, okay, Chance, you were supposed to get up at 6 o'clock, but you let yourself sleep in until 6:30. Now, tomorrow morning, when you're in the same situation, it's going to be that much easier to not get up at 6 o'clock. So you're going to push it till 6:30, maybe even 6:35. So what discipline does is when you get up at 6 and you fight those voices in your head of wanting to sleep in, and you push through that and you immediately jump into a cold shower and you're like, holy shit, I don't want to do this, but I'm doing it anyways because I'm a disciplined motherfucker. That's what's going to get you your results, okay? That's what it takes to put on 15 pounds of muscle. It's not as simple as just going in and lifting some weights and following a little meal plan. Like, anybody can do that for you. Anybody can write you a meal plan. Anybody can put you on a fitness program. Okay, like there's plenty of fitness coaches or professionals out there that can do that for you. But what it comes down to really is this. Does that fitness coach, does that fitness professional teach you the mindset practices that you absolutely need to make a transformation? Because without this, nothing else is going to follow. Everything below the neck, everything below the head is all a visual representation of how disciplined your mind is. Okay? So I can immediately, like, if you were to walk in my apartment right now, like, I don't want to say this like in the wrong way, but I judge people, and don't take this the wrong way, but I can judge somebody based off of their physical appearance. And that might come off as like fake or like whatever, but and that, like, listen, everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own reason, right? But the reason why I don't believe in these excuses, and this happened to me, Chance, so I can't eat the right foods, or it's really hard for me to exercise, or get up and go and walk, okay? And if you don't have legs, you know how many, I see these accounts all the time now on Instagram, all of these different guys that are paralyzed the waist down or have no legs, and they're still doing these upper body workouts. Like, there is literally no excuse. The internet has proven that time and time again. So if you walk in my door and I see that you have an extra 15 pounds of body fat, I'm automatically going to not look at your 15 pounds extra body fat, but I'm going to realize that you're not disciplined. I'm going to realize that if you're skinny and that you've been trying the last six years to put on weight and you tell me I've tried everything, I'm going to reply to you and say, no, you haven't. Have you worked on your mindset? Have you worked on your discipline? Have you worked on daily habits that are going to get you in the right mindset, in the right mind frame to get those physical results? The physical aspect, guys, is a direct representation of how disciplined your mentality is. Okay? If that makes sense, drop some fire in the comments. Let me know that I'm speaking to somebody today. Let me know that this is hitting somebody today, that the reason why, Jeffrey, the reason why, Steven, and Steven, you've been crushing it, so you get this. The reason why, Mom, I see you're in here, you have not reached your full potential, or at least half of your full potential, is because your mind is fucking weak, okay? And I don't say that to hurt your feelings. I say that to wake you up. Okay, I'm not on here to hate on you. I'm not on here to fucking call you out. But in a way, I kind of am. Because I care enough to give you the tough love that maybe you haven't heard yet today, that maybe you haven't heard yet your entire life. I don't know. You have your own story. I don't know what your story is, guys. You all have your own story, okay? So if that's my job, if I can get on here and I can tell you guys it's your fucking mind that's keeping you, that's holding you back. It's you, Jeffrey. It's you, Steven. It's you, Mom. Okay? But come on. You would think it's common sense, bro. You would think that that's common sense, but it's not. That is the real reality of it. Most people, they don't realize that, holy shit, it's me. I'm the reason why I'm not in that position yet. I'm the reason why I'm not making $100,000 a year yet. I'm the reason why I'm not a millionaire. I'm the reason why I'm not able to provide fully for my family. I'm the reason why I can't have another kid because we can't afford it. Like, it's my fault. I'm the reason why I'm a fat ass. I'm the reason why I hate when I fucking stare at myself in the mirror because I'm not proud. That's my fault. You have to take accountability. Take responsibility. Everybody in this live, everybody listening to this podcast, the reason why you're stuck in your own position, in the situation that you're currently in, it's your fucking fault. Okay, and I say that because I genuinely care, and I want my clients, and I want even just, if you're not a client of mine, if you're listening to this, I want you to know I care, okay? I care about anybody listening because I was there, and I know the pain. I know when you're on the other side and that pain of feeling like a fat ass or feeling like a skinny dude, feeling like you can't put on weight, not liking the way that you look with your shirt off, like all of those insecurities that you might have, that you have, because we all have them. That pain, in my opinion, is 1,000 times worse than the pain of getting up an hour extra early every single day, taking a cold shower, getting through that 60 seconds to wake you up, and getting to the gym for 30 minutes, okay? The pain of feeling like you're not enough is worse than the pain of actually putting in the work and putting in the reps and prepping your meals and making the time and getting up an hour early. That is worse for me, and I know for you, Steven, as well, and for all of my clients in the Relentless Life Academy, that is the worst feeling. Because now, Steven, that you're 17 weeks into the program and that you've gained 15 pounds, you're a completely different person mentally, you're able to foresee a goal, put your head down, work towards it, and even when you get in a funk, climb out of it. I mean, dude, you were in a funk 2 weeks ago, and now you're completely out of it. You're a fucking savage, bro. You are a savage because you're surrounded by winners, bro. You're surrounded by disciplined, you, me, all the other guys. You're surrounded by guys that are fucking forming disciplined rituals and habits. And that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to is surrounding yourself with winners, surrounding yourself with people that want to win just as badly and just as deeply as you want to win. So, guys, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to leave a review on the Apple Podcast app. That would mean the world to me so I can get this message to as many people as possible. Guys, there's men struggling. There are millions of men just like you struggling all around the world that I'm inspired to have them hear this message. And I'm inspired to help them through the words of this live stream, of this podcast. So all you guys have to do is go to the Apple Podcast app, click on ratings and reviews, leave a 20-second review. It only takes a second or two. Post it up. And guys, that's going to help get this message to more people. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys screenshot on Instagram, on Facebook, post your number 1 or number 2 biggest takeaways and tag me, guys. Tag your coach at Chance Galloway Fitness. So I see you guys got some value from today's episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see y'all tomorrow at 12 p.m. Peace. Good podcast, guys. That was super awesome. Steven talked about that earlier in the comments, using a tribe of positive people. Let me go back here. We had a good amount of interactions here. Let's freaking go. My boy in California, inspiration to do something or pursue something in that moment. Yes, sir, Steven. Manifesting and believing it's being consistent. I read that. Be accountable and use your tribe. Yes, absolutely. That's what I was just saying. It's about using your tribe and depending on those people when you're in a low spot. When you're in a valley, I like to call them like valleys and mountain peaks, right? Because that's kind of what life is about. When you go through like a terrain of mountains, you're going to have mountain peaks, right? Where you're at the top of the world and you're like, you can see this beautiful view and everything you've accomplished under you and all of the negative people you've surpassed and all of the amazing things you've done in your life. But then there's going to come a point where that peak only lasts so long. Okay, that peak only lasts so long. And then what happens is something starts to happen, right? You lose a loved one. You lose your job. You gain the weight back. Okay, something might happen in your life, maybe not to you, but to someone that you love, and it brings you down. It brings you to a point in your life where you feel like you're flatlining, you're plateauing, but what gets you through those valleys is the people around you, is depending and leaning on that circle, that tight inner circle that you form. And that's what we're doing here, okay? That's what the Relentless Life is all about, is being relentlessly independent, being a relentless wolf, lone wolf when you have to be, but know that leaning on your brothers, leaning on the people around you that mean the most, your family, your brothers, whoever it is, your friends, your close friends, people that actually care about you, that's okay too. And if that helps you get through the hard times, get through the funk, get through the plateaus, through the flat lines, through the valleys of life, that's okay. That's what they're there for. Those people need to find their motivation. They need to find their discipline. Jeffrey, you said I lack discipline. You're 1,000% right. Amen, bro. Most people, a lot of people, not most, but a lot of people lack discipline. And it's until they really fall flat, until they really fall flat in their face and they're like, where else am I going to turn? Like you get so like, oh my God, like what else am I going to do? You get so like, enough is enough, right? Enough is enough. Okay, that's the energy that I bring to our live streams every day at 10:30. We do daily affirmations in our exclusive Facebook community. Steven will tell you about it. And I get fired up. And so do the guys. And that's discipline, is being disciplined, showing up to those lives every day, saying, I'm going to show up to Coach Chance's fucking live stream every single day at 10:30. He goes live at 12. And if you guys don't, show up to the replay. Build habits, build on it, Jeffrey. Manifest and believe in what you do. Build it up. Let's freaking go, Steven. I love the encouragement there, bro. Awesome. Everybody have a great day. I'm going to end this. I got a lot of work to do. Like I said, if you guys want to leave a review, that would mean the absolute world to me, so we can get this message to more people, to more men. I'm specifically, like, my mission, guys, in life is to save men, because like guys in today's society are like, not all of us, but a lot of us are lost. Okay. A lot of men are lost. Peace out, Steven. A lot of us are lost. Okay. And that's my mission, is to save as many men as possible, to be better dudes, to provide, protect for their tribe, and to just be freaking relentless. So that's it. That's all, you guys. Have a great day. Let's freaking go.